Hey guys, what's up? Today I kind of look like Sporty Spice. Well, I'm about to head out and practice some drums after this, so that's why I look like this. Yes, I got a comment on my last video from Rebecca Smith, and you wrote a lot of good stuff, Rebecca. I could probably do several videos about this. And I've seen your comment before, actually, and I really appreciate your comments. They're always very thoughtful and very honest, so thanks a lot for that. I appreciate all your comments, guys, so please continue writing on YouTube and send me emails, of course, if you want to talk a little bit more in depth about something. But even if I don't respond on every single comment on YouTube, I read them all, unless it's like an old video, then it's like I don't backtrack. I do it sometimes, but I don't read necessarily all the old comments on my videos, of course. But so please continue doing that, even if I don't respond. Chances are I might end up making a video out of it, which I'm doing right now, for example, because that's actually my favorite thing to do, to make videos off of the things that you say. It actually really inspires me, and it makes me think about some stuff. And something that Rebecca, you wrote here was, so maybe it comes back to being a good friend and wanting to spend time with someone when it comes about to dating, and not placing any more significance on it than that. We can meet someone of the same gender for a coffee without stress implications, so surely we can do the same with someone of the opposite gender. Question mark. At what stage does something become a date instead of coffee with a friend? And that's a good question. I was thinking about that. When does it become a date, really? And what's the difference? I'm thinking, if I ask a girl out that I'm interested in, isn't that is coffee with a friend, isn't it? Although, of course, it is with the intention of wanting to get to know that person and finding out there's something else. But I think, don't we we put too much pressure and make the word date into such a big word? Isn't that the problem, that we put too much pressure in it? What if it could be just like this girl says? It could just be, without any stress and just relax. And I think it totally is possible. Of course, there's always that when it's the difference with the opposite gender and with the same gender is, with the opposite gender, there's always almost, well, not always, but a lot of times there's that possibility, unless the person's married, of course, that there's going to be something else, that person's going to be interested either right now, or you will, or maybe later on. And I think that's fine. I mean, you can only base what you do based on the way things are right now. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, or 2 months from now. You have no idea. So I think we can only know what is right now. And if you're just friends right now, then yeah, that's what you are, and communicate that. I mean, I've been to a lot of coffees with women that has not been anything romantic whatsoever. And I guess the difference between a coffee date and a friendship date is with a date, like I say, you're trying to get to know that person because, you're interested. You're interested in something more than friendship. Now, with a friend, it's usually, why do you become friends with someone? It's usually because you have a common interest. So maybe you have music as an interest and you want to get together over coffee to talk about that. I have had several female friends that I've gotten together with because of a shared interest in relationships. And I wanted to ask, a woman some questions and to get some perspective on those things. And I've actually gotten, really good friends out of that. There hasn't been anything more than that. So I think that's usually the difference, I would say, between friendships and a date. Although, of course, you want to be friends with someone. That's how you get to know someone as well. So I don't think it's super clear cut all the time, and I don't think it has to be. We have to be willing to leave some room for mystery, not know every single thing. All you know is what you feel right now, and you have to take it play by play. You go on a date with someone to find out, and then if you're interested in getting to know that person even more, that person's wow, I really want to spend more time with them, then you do that. So it's really a play by play. We can't decide beforehand. And this is something I think Christians are pretty bad at a lot of times. Like, we have a problem with mystery. We want to know, which actually is really contradictory, because the whole purpose of our faith is that we don't know, and we are willing to follow God, and we don't know where He's going to lead us, and that's the exciting part. And I think we need to take that into our dating life as well. Now, I think it's important to always communicate, always. And I don't necessarily mean with words. Like, of course, there are times you need to use words. Like, I remember a female friend years ago was giving me a lot of rides. And so she just brought it up. Hey, I've been giving you a lot of rides lately, and we spent a lot of time. So she just wanted to communicate that she just saw me as a friend. And I'm like, great. I only see you as a friend too. I was, oh, awesome. And I thought that was cool of her. I mean, she didn't put any pressure on me to have to respond. She just wanted to let me know where she was at. That was great, and we're still really good friends. So, which leads me to the second point, which is that it's really important to communicate, even more so, not just with words, but what's even more important is with our actions. Like, if you don't know someone super well, and you're spending a lot of time with someone, well, you're communicating something by spending time with someone. Like, are you having coffee for 45 minutes or like an hour? Or are you having coffee for 3 or 4 hours? Like, that's saying something. And I'm not saying that just because you have coffee for a long time, it is like more than that. It depends. But I'm just saying, like, some of those things, or what topics you talk about. If you go like really deep and talk about really vulnerable, then that's going to invite intimacy in a relationship, and probably going to stir up some feelings potentially, especially for women. I've found this to be true. But it's really like, I really don't think it's clear cut. Like, to me, I just do it case by case. I really try and pay attention. Like, I'm really intuitive, and kind of, I think I'm really good at reading people. I'm not saying I'm always right, but just try to be aware of, because I will feel like, do I feel safe to go and hang out with this person one-on-one, knowing that that person is not going to think that there's anything more than that. There's times where I can do that no problem, and it's in other people where I know that if I ask that person to spend some one-on-one time, they are going to take this a date, So I think that's really important, but it's really got me thinking, and I'm still trying to figure this out, just the same as you guys. This is kind of just me ranting or like externally processing this with you. So thanks for giving me an opportunity to do that. Please comment. Chances are it's going to end up in a video. So thanks a lot, guys. I will see you next week.